Okay. Welcome back to Factorio. And I know there's just like one lengthy series that is multiple saves, but I'm not planning on breaking this up. Like, once I have made a sufficient amount of videos, then we'll just move on with our lives. Alright, so in this one, we are going for the main bus approach. We're going to be constructing a central line that contains all of our core ingredients, namely iron plates, copper plates, plastic, electronic circuits, advanced circuits, and steel plates. Those six are your core ones that are going to run all the way through, so you need massive amounts of them, which is all fed it all originates from a massive smelter array. So, I have now a blueprint, the city block blueprint. So there's the city block refined, which it seems like it just includes concrete. Then the solar city block, so solar panels and accumulators to fill a whole block. That one refined with concrete, I guess. Um, then a solar that is just like, I don't know. It's different, I guess. Not sure. It uses the same amount of panels and accumulators. A city block train station that looks very nice. City block T junction for the trains and an elbow for the trains. All right, so each one of these is 100 by 100 and is set up to snap to the overall map grid. So, each the map is broken up into squares, so it's on a grid. So we are gonna obviously need a bunch of these. And the first one here, I think this is like our smelter array. Um, Here's the thing. I guess I don't really know sizes. I don't know how much size we need. Is a smelter array one city block, or is it 5 city block? I mean, I don't know. The base in a book, blueprint book, doesn't really uh because it's all tiled. You know, it's all tiled, because your base can be of many different sizes. So you don't just have one size fits all in the sense of this blueprint right here. That's all you need right here. Boom. So you just have the basic design, basic smelting, and then you just make however many of these as you need, and it all scales. So for this, I mean, look at this city block. This basic smelter does not fit nearly as much as you need. Oh, we would be over here with the raw ingredients, right? So you'd say put it here. This is probably not a good position for it, but whatever. So you'd put it here, and then it would, you'd keep going off of this. I don't know. I guess it's not easily tileable, but we could, you could have. Look at how many you could fit just in a row, and the coal all comes from the side. So you just go across a whole row, and then you would do another row and another row and another row, and however many you need, I guess. So I don't know. I've been more listening to his. Well, here's the problem. I've been turning on the videos for his series on this blueprint thing and this concept. But I've been playing Factorio while I listen, so I haven't been paying much attention. Just getting some basic concepts. So, this isn't great because we have these cliffs that we kind of are forced to deal with. So eventually we may have to scrap this whole design by around the time we get robots going, probably. That's when it becomes easier to scrap stuff. But that's the thing. We want it to be scalable. We want to be able to add on to this freely as much as we need. And if we carve out this entire space just for smelters, I mean, realistically, that seems to me like a fuck ton of smelters. But, in reality, for a mega base, it's not that much. Alright, so we're just gonna scrap this. So we've got the roboports here in, 4 of them to cover the whole grid. So it's all exactly where it should be. So we don't want to fuck with that. I just want to give myself a little bit more wiggle room for bringing in all the belts and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe that's a little slim for coal, but I don't know. You usually don't need obscene amounts of coal. So this is towards the back end. We may need to add on another block, but I don't know. We're just going to see. It's very could be that after we get the main bus all set up and running for a little while, we get up to like purple and yellow science. Maybe we get a little further than last time, a little better. But then I'm like, oh, you know what? This could easily be improved. But all right, so there's our basic smelter for now. We're going to need a lot more furnaces. Research is coming along well. Oh, and these, the spots in between the big electric poles, that's where you put your paths. So I want to do that. Let's finally have paths. We've never done this. So you take your stone bricks, and it lays down like this, but there's a hotkey. Yep, you can make this bigger. So we want it big enough. There you go, to fill this whole thing. Boom. Jeez. And that was all this. That was hundreds of stone bricks. Yeah, so, that's going to take quite a bit. Tool belt, sure. Alright, so the input is labeled for iron, copper, stone, or steel plates because this array works for anything, Oftentimes you'll have like steel arrays that will specifically take in, like the raw versions probably, early steel, yeah. So this brings in iron, and then one side of the smelters smelts all the iron and then directly transfers it into another line of furnaces to turn it into steel. So you can have that sort of setup, where it takes just ore directly and turns it into steel. But that's generally not the concept of the main bus. So I guess we'll see. So, I think for our sakes, we probably want 3 of these. Oh, maybe 4 with all the bricks we're going to be taking. We might as well set up 4. This is going to get snug as a bug in a rug with those belts. But we're not dealing with, like, 4 lines of belts yet. Alright, we're going to have to come up with an alternative. And I see that this actually bumps into the roboport, so let's put it over here. Yeah, that doesn't seem symmetrical. I think fuck. I mean, I don't know. How close do you want it to the... Or maybe you're meant to do it like this? But no, that seems worse. Well, it shouldn't really... It's 100 by 100, no matter how you do it. We should be able to fit 4 of these in, or 5. But this one bumps into the roboport. So I don't know. I guess we're putting it over here. It doesn't have to be symmetrical, but I know that's what Nilaus would do, is make it symmetrical. So... Is that in line? Oh my god, my eyes. That's in line. And I guess we'll do it there. And we'll just figure out a solution. Alright. Yes, so we are just gonna It's just a lot of expansion. It's a lot of building. And I even saw like comments on some of his video series that are just like, you know, I love the videos, but I always dread the start of a new series because he's very meticulous about everything, you know? And so if something is off one block, he's got to scrap the entire thing and rebuild. It's just like, hot damn. I'm generally not that anal, but you know, it still feels like this is a little slow for production. I'm just thinking about like the ratios and like the Reds are not constantly producing because of these gear wheels, but we are the science labs are kept continually fed, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Okay, okay. So let's just place down all the furnaces. We're gonna have to place a lot more turrets because this thing's gonna pollute out my fucking ass. Let's go ahead and increase our turret damage. This is not quite enough, is it? I didn't really need to break that. We also have steel furnaces, but we need to get steel going before we can do that. Okay. It's a lot of furnaces, but it's funny. This is probably like how many furnaces there were in that first build we did when we started this series. And I said it was ridiculous. And now it's just like, yep, that's probably good. Maybe it's not enough. The things you learn to accept as normal. I feel like, I don't know, looking over it, I haven't actually looked at any, I've just been recording all these videos in a row. I haven't looked at any of the recordings themselves. Oh, that's interesting. Fuck. Oh, fuck. So our coal intake is actually... Oh, no, that's good. I think that's... Yeah, our coal patch is to the right. And in the end, it doesn't matter because you're training everything in anyways. Yeah. So, I don't know. Looking over at OBS on my other monitor, the game looks really dark all the time. I hope that's not the case, but... It's too late now. I don't have anything to make me splitters? What? We're also going to need a lot more drills, but we should get the turrets set up before we fret too much about drilling. Let me yank all this out. Splitter. We need circuits. I think I got a box full of them. Oh, yeah. Splitter. And then, where am I going? Turrets. More copper plates. Let's just grab all this shit. It's not quite enough, but... Alright, let's repair. Drop a bunch of more ammo in here. And we're going to reposition these three. These are not doing a whole lot here. And we want to protect the smelter array. And the main line. The main bus. So let's just Do a line of turrets. You don't want to space them too much, because then the bugs can just swarm one and destroy it, and then destroy the next one, and blah, blah, blah. But that's good. Alright. Again, I wish there was just a way to... Is there a way to place 10? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Damn. Unless I can split the stack, but usually it doesn't. Oh, you know why? Because the inventory auto sorts. That's part of my interface. Always keep player's main inventory sorted. If I turn that off, yeah, there I can do it. I have 6. All right. Yep, that's... Oh, but then you merged it all. Oh, that... Damn it. Alright, we'll do it slow way. Works. Whoops. Also, I need way more ammo than that. Yeah, it's fine. That should be good. Alright, good. Turret's ready for anything they want to bring at us. We got the upgrade. Let us research. Nothing really matters. We have a lot of just work to do. Work, work, work. Yeah, I mean, now I can easily see, like, okay, I need 200 inserters. Please, please and thank you. I mean, look at that. There wasn't even enough splitters. Shit. Alright, let's place inserters. And there's just, yeah, I mean, at the start, you gotta do all this work. And there's no... I mean, there are ways to make it a little faster. Hotkeys and, you know, little tricks. Making sure that you have enough supplies readily made and available. But other than that, it is a lot of just clicking and and painstaking placing down. Look at that. That was 50 inserters. Okay, it's 4 per... No, it's 2 per furnace. And there's, what? 4, 6, 8, 12, so... That's 20... That's, yeah, it's 48 inserters per slice. So, yeah, we're gonna need 200 inserters, pretty much. Shit. Get to stepping. That's 100 right there. Keep working. And we'll take some more ammo. It's plenty. I really should circuit that. I don't know if we need that amount at this point. But, I mean, we're making it, so fuck it. Alright. Conveyor belts, I think we're good on it. But I need more electric poles, definitely. We're gonna need a lot of those. Let's take all this copper. Sure. We need wood. Let's deforest this little area. It's not gonna do it, but to start, we got that steel axe upgrade. So, I mean, yeah, I could have done some stuff on my own, but this is a fresh concept. I really want to just show it from start to finish. Well, no. Scratch that. I just want to show it to start. Finish is a whole other ball of worms. We're going to make all of those. Okay. And I need another splitter. Damn! Not essential right now, I guess. Okay, so I did all that. Let's do the power for this. Yeah. And I mean, this is a very... At this point, I could have built this smelter array on my own without thinking too hard about it. But it is nice to have the blueprint, because then you don't even, like electric poles, you just don't even have to think about their specific placement. You just go. Feel like I missed some. Did I? No, maybe that's good. All right, fourth slice. We're almost there. We haven't even begun. I mean, this is arguably the most important part of the main bus. And if you're wondering why they call it that, as I was, apparently it's a computer term or something, a bus, which I have heard before, but I've never like, oh, I wonder what that is. Just like, okay, it's a bus. Okay. Jesus. This is why we want robots really as quickly as we can, because very soon I'm going to have to do all of this, like, again. I'm going to have another slice for more iron or more copper. So we want to get all our oil online. We want to just bum rush construction robots. It is fairly relaxing. At this point, with how many times I've started over and things like that, a lot of it is kind of rote. Like, it doesn't really burn your brain most of the time. It's just like you can just watch TV and just build, and you just kind of get entranced by it. Maybe not watch TV, but listen to TV. Okay, I think that is just about everything. I'm gonna build some lame connectors for now. Okay. And then not one more. A few more, and they will have electricity. Good. Not quite. What am I missing? Oh, that's not real. That's not real, man. Now it'd be real. Hold on. Let's comb this. Now it's good. Okay. We are fully online. Shit. They're hitting the coal mine. Shit. You destroyed a pole. Yes, you did. Alright, well now we know there's a nest to the northeast from the looks of it. Let's get some more turrets online. We are polluting like a son of a bitch. It's easier if I actually take wheels. Okay, good. Let's put 2 by the coal mine. And 2 at the eastern end of the smelters. Two is generally more than enough at this point, but you know, I don't know. This point always shifts depending on how aggressively you're expanding. I see one there in the southeast. I don't think that's the issue. No, it's definitely something into the northeast. Okay. We also need to finish this up. Oil processing finished. Let's grab research speed, I suppose. So I'm pretty sure these are all designed, each slice is designed for a single saturated belt coming in. I think this is the correct amount of smelters. We'll see. But I would think so. And it takes, by default, with no mining upgrades researched, it takes 30 electric drills to saturate a belt, 15 on each side. You don't have to worry about 15 on each side as long as you balance your belts. And it seems that Nilaus is very meticulous about balancing his belts, so he does it often. I believe he quoted Thanos at some point. Alright, we just need... Yes, just need 2 more splitters, a few more undergrounders, and we're good. And then we can actually use the smelter array. Well, get the ore in there to be used. Fuck! Alright, coming straight from the north, but... What? Didn't go for the steam engines, but went for the red assemblers? Alright, let's do another turret then. Just one. That was one bug. I don't know. I don't know how they operate, but there is a cool mod that I saw that like really enhances how the bugs operate with like pheromones and like gives them new bug types, and I mean there's a slew of cool mods that I can't wait to dive into. But first I want to actually beat the game. Because that's how I did it with RimWorld, and I think that is appropriate. Alright, underground. Yes, yes. More of this. Give me all of your iron plates. Yoink. So yeah, I mean, eventually all these mining patches are just useless. It doesn't mean anything because you're using trains for everything to bring in all your raw ore and stuff. But for right now, obviously, we are using it to supply the bus. our little bus. Our little bus. Okay. Now we need many drills. We want the saturated belt for everything. So 30 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. 14. So that row is 14. We duplicate it's 28. We can add 2 more on top. That's good. That's good. All right, make them all. So that's 30 drills for iron, 30 drills for copper. Theoretically, 30 for stone. But if we do that, we're going to have to spread it across these 2 different patches, but that's okay. Let's get more turret damage, I guess. All right, let's just get these going. We need more belts. Yeah, our pollution is gonna go haywire. And we're gonna have to add more power as well. Plenty more power. Alright, so we will be including a balancer at one point, but let's just get that in. Let's get the coal going. So once you start researching the mining upgrades, it takes less. I think when you have like the second mining upgrade, maybe, or third, maybe the second, it drops down to 25 drills to saturate a yellow belt. But then, you know, by that point you need more ore, and you upgrade your belts to like reds and so on and so forth. Alright, how about here-ish? Something like that. Yeah, we're running it to the left. To the right. Yeah, I mean, this is... I hate to say the word temporary, because what is temporary definitely often becomes not temporary because you forget or don't want to deal with the hassle and so on and so forth. But it's temporary. Because we are going to have to clear out these cliffs and expand. Whoops. Okay. Good. Soon the coal will come in. Let's just keep building more drills. More drills, more drills, more drills. Should also get lights in here. If not for my sake, but for yours, because I feel like yours is probably darker than mine. Let's get some lamps. And then more drills. So yeah, I mean, if we headed over, we could already start building pump jacks and pumping oil and turning it into, like, plastic. Well, we need steel, but yeah, I mean, you can get there pretty quickly. Wow. I have 6 turrets over here, and they were still getting this damaged? Fuck me. 44 kills, 47, 55, 63 kills? Man. It's because I'm polluting so much But I'm also just spending all my time working and not, like, getting a car. Because we need engines for that, and that's... we have walls. I really should keep this going. Let me put up some walls. That'll help quite a bit. Oh, you can... Yeah. You can shift-click on a recipe to make all of it, by the way. If you didn't know, now you know. Yeah, I know originally I had, like, the box set up with the inserters, but I found that to be a big pain because you had to go wire electricity to it, and you had to remember to keep the boxes supplied, and this is just easier. Okay, we are starting to get a trickle of coal. We need a lot more than that. Because it has to fill up quite a few belts. So let's do this and get rid of that temporarily. Do that. And of course, we're going to... Oh yeah, I could probably switch these over. Well, you know what? This is an inefficient design. Let's make this a little better. Okay, good. I'm not sure if that's quite enough. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I'm not sure if it's quite enough. But let's do it for now. It should be okay, because we're only using iron at the moment. But the splitters are pushing it into every other branch, so only a little trickle is hitting iron. Alright. Let us get steel, because that's going to be a lot of belt. It doesn't really matter too much. Okay, copper. Did I say steel or copper? I meant copper. We need more drills. We need more iron. Pick up all the iron. Make all the drills. Remember, we need 30. Yeah, I mean, based on our use case, we probably don't need 30 right away. But remember, we want to be making a lot of circuits. But everything goes to the main line, and, you know, I guess you don't really make more than you can use. For the most part. So, I don't know. It's probably okay for now. Alright, let's delete this. And let's rotate this belt. There's a faster way to do that. Alright. So... there's the... where... Oh, did I put it in here. Yeah, the balancers. The balancer book. This is really interesting. It's just an entire book of lane balancers. Belt balancers. So, all of them will take a certain number of input belts. from 1 to, like, 16, or I guess even more. There's a 120. Look at this. Yeah, so it takes a certain number of input belts, and then has a certain number of output belts, and in between it has a bunch of systems in order to balance all of the input so that it comes out equally in the output. So if you have, say, one belt here, and you want it to come out, you have one saturated belt, and you want it to come out equally across 4 other belts, this is the balancer. Now, this is a very simple one, but they get a little bit more trickier. Like, this is a 1 to 3. So it involves a little bit more design. It says, throughput unlimited balancers always provide full throughput. Regular balancers are only guaranteed to provide full throughput when all inputs or all outputs are utilized. So, yeah, you know, sophistication. For our purposes, we need a 2-to-1 balancer, which is called a splitter. Because that's what the splitter does. So that's that. All right, good. Now, we may need more iron, so let's not cut this off. Let's just use up the rest of this iron. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, it's not fucking auto-balancing my inventory. That's gonna fuck me up. I gotta turn that back on. Alright, anyways. As for copper, though, I should be okay for the time being, so let's start bringing this out. Now, again, this is all fucking temporary. Because we're not gonna, I don't know enough. Let me put it that way. You could easily design this so it's future-proof for when you expand. I don't know enough to do that. So, for now, we're just doing temporary, so I can get the main bus online, and then we'll worry about the rest. Alright, so here, we're gonna cross over. I think normally you would not have your belts this close to each other. That's probably where I'm fucking up. But again, for now, just do it. Alright, so there's our copper. So then this one is copper, or iron plates for steel or stone. Probably we can just set up steel right away, because that'll give us piercing bullets, and that is very handy. Alright, so here we've got our iron plates coming out. And I don't know, in this case, I think probably, no matter what, everything feeds into the main bus. So all of this shit is going to feed into the main bus. So I think we need to set up another block. Right, yeah, right here. Yeah, it's okay. Place it. So this, again, we're learning, but this will be the start of the main bus. And I think he said for his design, it was going to be like 16 belts for copper plates. Because you need that many for electronic circuits. Like, circuits are everything. I can sort of see that. So let me just, hold on.
Here that we are using a lot more materials. And
let me just bring up the video.
And I want
let me just mute it real quick. I think, I don't know, does he design it at this point? They start, you know, he does what we've done with the bait. Okay, so here he is 30 minutes in. And he has... I shit you not. Yes, he has 36 megawatts of power. 36 megawatts. Just an entire line of steam engines already going. Now, that's 7.2. So what is it? 9 of no. 2 of them 1.8, 4 of them is 3.6, 8 of them 7.2, 10 of them is so 10 of them is 9 megawatts. So he has 4 times that to 40. Yeah, he's got the full 40, which is the limit that you can have off a single pump. That's what he's got. I don't even have enough coal to feed my 8. Oh, yeah, that's what I cut off. Okay, my bad. That was a foolish mistake that an expert would not make. God damn it. Man, I suck. Okay. This is all good and done. Yeah, we're just gonna go drop some coal in. Yeah, so he... Fucking... 40 steam engines. Just good to go. So... Okay, no, that's... No, that's fine. This works. Yeah. It's not perfectly ready, but yeah, this will be good. Okay, so... That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. This is 28 total. Okay? Keep that in mind. So this will add on another... 20? So really we need just 2 of these. So I just need 3 lines of this. So that will be... That is the limit that you can have off a single pump. That is what he has 30 minutes into the game. Holy shit. I don't know how you... He may have edited some stuff, but basically, yeah, he still just has his jumpstart base. And he built that. So, maybe I abandoned the jumpstart base too soon. Alright, but he has all his grids set up. For his city blocks. He's already laid all that out, and he's, you know, planned it. Where everything's, and he labels it. I mean, he does just far more than we could hope for. Okay, so I really have to watch these videos and pay attention. His smelter array is like in the middle of his main line. Oh, you know, no, I'm misinterpreting it. He has multiple smelter arrays. So he has a smelter array, like a city block, devoted to iron plates. And then he has one devoted to copper plates. Okay. So that's where I misunderstood. Okay, so I want to just see him build the line. All right, there's his smelter array, and his is way bigger than mine. That's funny out of context, I suppose. Okay, so yes. Yeah, okay, so that one he is built specifically for copper. That one specifically for iron. He feeds... Oh, shit. We lost a turret. Yeah, that is just a massive net. We're gonna have to add way more. Let me grab this. Grab the ammo. Okay, I think they... Yeah, I think they're... This is no longer probably used. Because they're all redirected over to this. Look at this fucking bloodbath. Holy shit. My god, I almost lost 4 turrets. And they got one. Oh, one of them ran out of ammo. My god. Okay, then. Yeah, as soon as we can, we're going to deal with that nest, but... Easier said than done. Alright. I'm assuming that they're no longer going to attack this. I won't, dismantle it completely, but let's take just a couple of them. Alright, so they concentrated sort of, yeah, in this area. Okay. Oh, and we were going to put up walls. Yes, that will help. They will definitely still attack turrets. They prioritize military targets. Yeah, we'll have to get more bricks. But okay, let me just pause that. He already has a car. What the fuck? I wonder if his old jumpstart bait, like, I don't know if he's redesigned it or something that doesn't involve engines now or what, but he just seems so fast at everything. Okay, so he's feeding. Okay. Oh, and he just zips around. He just does everything so fast. He's balancing it. All right, then he sends it over. Yeah, I understand. Okay. Yeah, like I said, the basic concept I get. So he's got the 4. Jesus, he has 4 saturated belts of ore at this point. This is his second video on the base of 28. I mean, it's just insane. Okay. So to start, apparently, he has 8 lanes for iron plates and 8 lanes for copper plates. I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I definitely recommend checking it out. But holy shit. So he runs So the plates, of course, in his base are running vertically. So for us, it would be horizontally. He's running the ore across the main line to the other array of smelters. So that continually runs underground. And you only use underground belts when you're skipping across the array, across the main bus. Because the main bus is always above ground, because you always need to split off of it. So everything that cuts across the main bus is underground. Then he's got 4 for steel, 1 for stone brick, 1 for stone, 2 for plastic, 2 for coal, 4 for electronic circuits, 2 for advanced circuits, 1 for water, 1 for light oil, 1 for petroleum gas, 1 for lubricant. So, okay, he sets this all up way in advance and plans the entire main line. So, okay, I feel like well, he's probably not using every line. Okay, but basically, all right, the concept is for the main line, you have 4 belts. So let me just visualize this here. So you've got 4 belts, then you have a 2-space gap, then 4 belts, then a 2-space gap, then 4 belts, then a 2-space gap, then 4 belts, so on and so forth. I don't know how many you need, but for the purposes of this demonstration, let's just do it all for the block. All right, let's just say that's your main line. Okay? And the reason you have the 2-space gap is because this is running horizontally. Everything that's cutting across it for various reasons, because you're delivering things from one to another. In his case, at the start, he has ore going from one to the other. That uses the underground belts, and that requires, the comes in and then it goes out. Not like that. But okay, you understand what I'm saying? Like that, so, and then it's just a chain of underground belts under the 4s. And it's 4 because that's the limit of the yellow underground belts. As we learned, red and blue have longer ones, but apparently for the main line, it's 100% always saturated, so you never need anything more than yellow, I guess, for the main line, for the main bus. All right, so that's that. So, okay, with that in mind, Jesus. We are still woefully undersized for what we're doing here. So this block that we have is really just the iron block. Because we already want to have 4 lines of iron plates. And we want to have 4 lines of copper plates, I guess. So let me just see if I can get an image of his plans. Hold on. He shows his map sometimes. I just want to get a view of his, because he labeled it, so I just want to see where his, steel is compared to his iron. I don't know if he's... Okay. No. He's not set up steel yet in this second video yet. But he already has his oil section labeled right above the right above the iron. Okay. Fine. So for he's actually using he's actually using a longer smelter array than this one. This is basic smelting. I mean, it's very easy to extend this. Like, that's not an issue to extend this. So I think we should just do that ourselves. So, okay. With all that in mind, I guess... Here's a problem. Like, I feel so unsafe in this region. I don't know how far out I want to expand. So this is the whole... So you'd set up then another block here. And this would be where you do all your, say, copper. I actually have a... Oh, look at the size of that! What? That is massive. I mean, he is being attacked somewhat constantly by bugs. So he is managing all that. But hot damn, dude. I think I need way more walls. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna start over. But don't worry, I'm gonna save you some headaches. I'm gonna start over off camera. I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna try to get maybe a better seed where I have a little bit more wiggle room with bugs. I'm gonna get wall generation going pretty quickly. Like this thing here, I'm probably gonna try to have like 2 or 3 of these setups going, and just maybe feed the bricks right into a wall assembler. So we got walls. Maybe I'll set up a gun turret assembler. Because clearly I don't work fast enough like he does that I don't have to worry about protection. I clearly do. Also, I'm going to try to find a location with less cliffs. I feel like cliffs are maybe less prevalent in the forest, but it's hard to say. Yeah, a cleaner design. And we're going to do it with the smelters, one side being iron, one side being copper. He does not even worry about stone or steel at this point. He's got... I mean, he's way ahead of where I am. And he still does not have steel going. So... I think he wants to set up, like... the electronic circuit creation and that kind of stuff. And get all the baselines. So as far as the book is concerned... yeah, red and green science he probably has or is working on. Some labs. This thing, he's got a bunch of these. Because once you have your main line set, and you are just producing a shit ton of iron plates, copper plates, then yeah, you just have a section, and you have maybe 8 of these, all in a row, and they produce just an ungodly amount of, electronic circuits, and that feeds into your main line, you know? This is the logistics mall early, so after that, down the main line, next in the row, now that you have circuits coming in, you branch off iron plates, you branch off circuits, and that feeds into this, and this just makes all your belts, all your splitters, all your undergrounds, all your inserters, assemblers, blah, blah, blah. It's very handy. He also has a thing dedicated for the circuit network, which is interesting because I don't know how much of that I'm going to use or need, but I'm sure he uses a shit ton of it, but I don't know what to do. High-tech shop is pretty late game stuff, or mid-game stuff, with the robots and logistics network. Nuclear shop, I don't know, production. This is great. Oh, imagine when we have this going. Once we have steel, circuits, iron plates, bricks, this just makes your poles, your furnaces, your drills, your pump jacks, your chemical plants, your labs, your radars. Yeah, we want to get that going. The train shop to make your trains, your pumps, storage tanks, rails. This little thing just set up to make armor-piercing ammo. That's what it does. And you just feed in steel plate, iron plate, copper plate off the main line. Bada bing, bada boom. And then, you know, you can take that armor-piercing ammo, put it into boxes, or you can shunt it off to, for black science. He's got the whole dedicated grenade section. He's got his oil processing. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I'm really excited to get this going, but clearly big learning process. He's got electric mining drills down here, but I feel like, I guess production handles the, yeah, okay, production's good. Yeah. And so like I said, like purple science, his purple science slice is literally just a row of assemblers of purple science, which is seems fairly basic. And just, you know, it says he's got it labeled where, okay, bring in electric engines, electric furnaces, and assemblers, and they'll take care of it. And it's like, I don't know, I want a little bit more than that. So that's where this sequence might come in. Because this seems to work pretty well with a main bus concept. We may, yeah, I may do his red, green, blue slice instead of his. Where's his? Red and green. I mean, this is very functional. This is very functional. But I just love, again, I just love how this looks and how just, like, perfect it is. Like, practically every inch of space is being used and is covered in circuits. And it's just amazing. And I just want to see this whole thing arrayed out, multiplied again and again. So, all right. That's what it's going to be. We're going to start over. You're going to come back, and you're going to be amazed. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But it's going to be, I think it'll be interesting. I think it's going to be a very interesting thing. I'm feeling good about the overall concept of the main bus, though. I think if I do beat the game, it's probably going to be with this design concept. But alright, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Factorio. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.